is arithmetic progression. So first of all, what is an arithmetic progression? An arithmetic progression or an AP is a sequence of numbers in which the difference of every preceding term from the next term is always remains constant. In which the difference of every term from its preceding term remains constant. So for example, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Is this an AP or not? This is an AP because you can see that the difference of every term from its preceding term is a constant. Like difference of second term from the first term, it's 4. Difference of third term from the second term, it's again 4. Difference of fourth term from the third term, it's again 4. As the difference between every two consecutive terms remains constant, hence this is an AP. So next we come on to what is a finite AP and what is an infinite AP. A finite AP is an AP in which the number of terms remain constant. AP in which the number of terms remain constant. Like for example, so finite AP is an AP in which the number of terms remain constant. Like for example this, in which the number of terms remain fixed. And an infinite AP is an AP in which there are infinite number of terms. Like for example, if the number of terms keep on continuing. Next, let's come how to write an AP. An AP, the terms of an AP are represented as A1. A1 represents the first term, A2 represents the second term, and so on.
Like we'll be understanding what is the general term of an AP. Fine. जनरल टर्म क्या होता है एपी का समझना है तो अभी समझ गए एपी है क्या. सपोज मैं पहला टर्म को ए ले लेता हूँ, एक वैल्यू ले लिया मैंने. दूसरा टर्म पहला टर्म से कुछ ज्यादा होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड व्हाट, कॉमन डिफरेंस. डी क्या हो जाता है तुम्हारा, कॉमन डिफरेंस. अब तीसरा टर्म देखो, पहला से दूसरा डी ज्यादा है तो इससे तीसरा क्या होगा, और डी ज्यादा होगा तो इसके साथ एक और प्लस डी करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा, a प्लस 2d. फोर्थ टर्म विल बी व्हाट, इससे और एक डी ज्यादा, सो a प्लस 3d एंड विल कंटिन्यू सो ऑन. तो सपोज जब nth टर्म आएगा, अभी तुम एक चीज देखो, जब 2 है यहाँ पे एक ही d है, जब 3 है तो 2d है, जब 4 है तो 3d है, मतलब एक कम. If it is 4 here, it is 3 here. If it is 3 here, it is 2 here. So when it is n here, then it will become what, n minus 1. एक कम. Getting it? So this will become what, a plus n minus 1 into d. So ये obviously क्या हो गया तुम्हारा जनरल टर्म ऑफ एन AP. देखो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बट चैप्टर में दो ही चीज होता है, एक होता है जनरल टर्म और एक होता है क्या, सम ऑफ एन AP. अभी सम को भी देख लेते हैं. सपोज हमें सम करना है, सम ऑफ एन AP. So how to write Sn? Sn क्या हो जाएगा, पहला टर्म a1 प्लस दूसरा a2 प्लस a3 डॉट 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 टिल an. तो a1 की जगह अपन क्या लिख सकते हैं, a, इसके जगह a प्लस d, फिर a प्लस 2d टिल a प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू d. अभी देखो a, इधर भी a, इधर भी a, इधर भी a कितनी बार ऐड हो रहा है, n टाइम्स. देखो पहले में एक a आया, दूसरे में आया, तीसरे में आया, nth में भी आया, तो हाउ मेनी टाइम्स I'm adding n टाइम्स, तो दिस विल बिकम व्हाट na प्लस d प्लस 2d प्लस ऐसे करके चलते गए, तो d प्लस 2d प्लस 3d डॉट 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 टिल n माइनस 1 इनटू d। सो na प्लस d अगर कॉमन ले जाऊंगा तो व्हाट इट विल बिकम 1 प्लस 2 प्लस 3 टिल n माइनस 1। ओके, सो दिस इज na प्लस d कॉमन लिया हमने। दिस इज व्हाट सम ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स। ये क्या है? सम ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स फ्रॉम 1 टू n माइनस 1। तो सम ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर्स का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? n into n plus 1 by 2। मैं दिखाता हूँ, जब 1 plus 2 plus 3 ऐसे लिखते जाते हैं पूरा n तक, दिस बिकम्स व्हाट n into n plus 1 by 2। बट यहाँ पे एंडिंग टर्म n है, यहाँ पे एंडिंग टर्म कौन है? तो n के जगह में हम क्या लिखेंगे? n minus 1। वहाँ पे एंडिंग टर्म n था ना, तो n की जगह में मैंने n minus 1 लिखा। उसके बाद वाला टर्म क्या है? n plus 1। तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? n minus 1 के साथ क्या करेंगे? plus 1 by 2। Getting me? तो minus 1 plus 1 got cancelled out. So this becomes what? na plus d into n minus 1 into n by 2। तो अभी कॉमन ले लेते हैं n। क्या क्या मैंने दोनों में n है, कॉमन ले लें। तो this becomes what? a plus n minus 1 into d by 2। एलसीएम ले लो 2 का, तो n 2a प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू डी होल बाई 2। अभी उसके बाद तो एस एन इज इक्वल्स टू, ये 2 को बाहर ले आओ, क्या हो जाएगा? n बाई 2 इंटू 2a प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू डी। तो ये एक फॉर्मूला हो गया। दिस इज वन फॉर्मूला ऑफ सम ऑफ एन एपी। अगर इसको थोड़ा स्प्लिट अप कर दें, एस एन इक्वल्स टू क्या हो जाएगा? n बाई 2। 2a की जगह में हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं? a प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू टी कर सकता हूँ मैं। देखो 2a को मैंने क्या लिख दिया? a प्लस a। अभी देखो जरा, तो a प्लस n माइनस 1 टी क्या था? an था। एंड a क्या था? a1। तो व्हाट कैन आई राइट? n बाई 2 इंटू a1 प्लस an। मतलब क्या हो गया? फर्स्ट टर्म प्लस लास्ट टर्म। ये भी फॉर्मूला हो सकता है। SL इक्वल्स टू n बाई 2, a1 था फर्स्ट टर्म, nh क्या था? लास्ट टर्म। तो दिस इज आल्सो फॉर्मूला। इधर यू कैन राइट n बाई 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d, वो एक हो सकता है, या तो क्या सकते हैं n बाई 2 फर्स्ट टर्म प्लस लास्ट टर्म। ओके,
So the first question, which term of the AP is minus 47? And the AP is given as 18, 15, 1 by 2, 13 and so on. So how to solve this? First of all, we need to make a note which is the first term of the AP. A is equal to 18. We denote the first term as A. Next we need to find the common difference. D equal to, the common difference is the difference between any two consecutive terms of the AP. So D is equal to A2 minus A1. That is equal to 15 1 by 2 means 31 by 2 minus 18. That is equal to 31 minus 36 by 2 minus 5 by 2 is the common difference of the AP. We need to find that which term of the AP is minus 47. Whichever term we need to find, we take that as the nth term of the AP. So the nth term here is minus 47 and we need to find which term, means we need to find n here. So it implies the formula of the nth term, as you know, general term a plus n minus 1 d. Here a n is minus 47, so it implies that minus 47 equal to first term 18 plus n minus 1 and d is minus 5 by 2. So now you can solve this equation to get the value of n. found out n equal to 27. Hence, the term of the AP which is minus 47 is the 27th term. So, the next type of question, second question, which term of the AP 53, 48, 43 and so on is the first negative term of this AP? So, in order to find the first negative term, first we need to find out the general term of this AP. An is equal to a plus n minus 1d. What is the first term of this AP? 53 plus n minus 1. The common difference? 48 minus 53. It's minus 5. Okay. That is equal to 53 minus 5 n minus 1. 53 minus 5n plus 58 minus 5. So we derive the formula for the general term of this AP. Now we need to find out which is the first negative term. So the negative term, the first negative term, it should obviously be less than 0. So in order to find out the first negative term, we should do an less than 0. Because negative term means it implies it must be less than 0. So it implies that 58 minus 5n should be less than 0. Okay. So what are we getting? 58 is less than 5n. So it implies that 5n greater than 58. N is greater than 58 by 5. So n is greater than 11.6. We are getting that n is greater than 11.6. But we need the first negative term. Means if n is greater than 11.6, for getting the negative term, then which should be the first negative term? Obviously the one greater than 11.6. Which one? 12. Hence the 12th term is the first negative term of the AP. 12th term is the first negative term. So the next type of question is, find the 20th term of the AP whose 7th term is 24 less than the 11th term, first term being 12. So what is given to us that the first term of the AP is 12. We need to find the 20th term, the AP whose 7th term is 24 less than the 11th term. Okay. So first of all, let me find the 7th term and the 24th term. 7th term, let's say 7. A7 is equal to a plus n minus 1d. N is 7 here. That is equal to a plus 7 minus 1d. That is equal to a plus 6d. The 7th term is a plus 6d. Next, the 11th term. What should be the 11th term? A plus 11 minus 1d. That's equal to a plus 10d. 5. It is said that 7th term is 24 less than the 11th term. Means it is given to us in the question that 7th term is 24 times, means 24 less than the 11th term. Means A7 equal to A11 minus 24. This is given to us. So now in place of A7 you put the value obtained for A7, and in place of A11 you put the value obtained for A11. Okay. That is equal to A plus 6d equal to a plus 10d minus 24. A gets cancelled. Get this here, minus 4d equal to minus 24. So it implies that d equal to 6. Fine. We got d as 6. We need to find the 20th term. We have the first term and we have the common difference. So we can easily get the 20th term. A20 equal to a plus 20 minus 1d. First term is 12 and we got the common difference as 6. Hence the 20th term of the AP is 126. numbers, but we are not given the 3 numbers, so we shall assume them. So I am taking, let the 3 numbers be a minus d, comma a, comma a plus d. There is a reason behind taking such. We may also take them as a plus d and a plus 2d. But we should prefer taking like this because we have to find the sum of the 3 numbers. And while we add these 3, we get d and d cancelled. It shall be easy for us to find out. Hence, we prefer taking a minus d, a comma a plus 2. Okay? So it's given that the sum of the 3 numbers in AP is minus 3. Means it is given that a minus d plus a plus d equal to minus 3. We get d and d cancelled. So it implies that 3a equal to minus 3 and a equal to minus 1. So we got the first term as minus 1. Next, what is given to us that the product is 8. Product of the 3 numbers means a minus b into a plus b is given to us as 8. So what are we getting? A minus d into a plus b is a square minus b square equal to 8. We have the value of a, so put the value of a minus 1 minus b square equal to 8. So it implies that minus 1 plus d square equal to 8, d square equal to 9, d is equal to plus minus 3. Okay, so what we need to find? We need to find the numbers. We have a and we have b, so we can easily find the 3 numbers. So what shall be the 3 numbers? First one is a minus b. We have got 2 values of d plus minus 3. First of all, I am taking plus 3 as the value of d. Minus 1 minus 3, that's equal to minus 4. A is equal to minus 1. Next one is a plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3, that's equal to d. Even if you take the value of d as minus 3, you should get the same 3 numbers. Okay, so the 3 numbers are minus 4, minus 1 and 2. So the fifth type is this one, fifth type of question. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 9? So the 3-digit numbers range from 100 to 999. So we need to find out how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 9. So obviously these need to be the multiples of 9. Only they shall be divisible by 9. So we need to find out first of all the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 9. When starting from 100, you have to check which is the first number divisible by 9. So 108 is the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 9. And nextly, we need to find out the last 3-digit number which is divisible by 9, which is obviously 999. Okay, so we need to find out how many numbers lie between these 2 numbers, including these 2 numbers which are divisible by 9. So the numbers in range is 117, 126 and so on up to 999. We need to find out how many numbers. So we shall use the formula, the general term of an AP. This one is the last term. So AN is equal to 999. The first term is 108. And the difference, common difference, 9 obviously. We need to find out the number of terms. So AN equal to A plus N minus 1D, 999 equal to 108 plus N minus 1 into 9. Whatever value we get of L, that is only the number of terms between 108 and 999, which is the number of 3-digit number divisible by 9. So it implies that 999 minus 108 into 9 into N minus 1, 891. So it implies that N minus 1 equal to 891 by 9. 99. So N is equal to 99 plus 1. That is equal to 100. So there are 100 terms, 100 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 9. greatest angle is double that of the smallest angle, then find all the four angles. So let us assume, let the four angles of the quadrilateral be A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. We are taking such because it is said that the angles are in AP. Hence, the four angles be A plus D, A plus 2D and A plus 3D. It is given to us that the greatest angle is double that of the smallest angle. If we consider the greatest angle as A plus 3D, then what it is given to us? That A plus 3D is equal to 2A, smallest is A, greatest angle is double of the smallest angle, fine. So what do we get of this? If we take A that side, 3D is equal to 2A minus A. So it implies that 3D equal to A. This is one equation that we got. Fine. Next, it is said that these are the angles of a quadrilateral. What is the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral? 360 degree. Hence, if we add all the four angles, A plus D plus A plus 2D plus A plus 3D, we get 360 degree. Fine. So add it 4A plus D plus 2D plus 3D, 60. In place of A, we can substitute as 3D. So 12D plus 6D is equal to 360 degree. 12D plus 6D equal to 360 degree. And we get 18D equal to 360 degree. So D is equal to 360 by 18, 20 degree. We got D as 20 degree. We need to find all the four angles. So next find A. A is equal to 3D, means A is equal to 60 degree. So what shall be the four angles? The four angles are, first one A equal to 60, A plus D, 60 plus 20, 80 degree. Next one A plus 2D, 60 plus 40, 100 degree. And the next one A plus 3D, 120 degree, A plus 3D. So the next question, the digits of a positive number of 3 digits are in AP and their sum is 15. The number obtained by reversing the digits is 594 less than the original number. Find the number. So it's given that the digits are in AP. So let us assume, let the units place digit be A minus D, tens place digit be A, and the hundreds place digit be A plus D. Fine. As the digits are in AP and their sum is 15. Means A minus D plus A plus A plus D equal to 15. 3A equal to 15 and hence we get A equal to 5. Next it is said that the number obtained by reversing the digits is 594 less than the original number. So first of all, let us write the original number. So how do you represent the number as per the digits? 100 into 100 place term, 10 into plus 10 into 10 place term, plus 1 into the unit place term. Like for example, any number, let it be 512. How do you write it? 100 into 5 plus 10 into 1 plus 1 into 2. Like similarly, we shall write this number 100 into A plus B, as that is the 100 place digit, plus 10 into a plus 1 into a minus b. Fine. So solve it further. What do you get here? 100a plus 100b plus 10a plus a minus d. So this is 100a plus 10a plus a means 111a plus 100d plus 10d minus d. Sorry, this is a plus 100d minus d means plus 99d. This is the original number. Next, the number obtained on reversing the digits. As it is said to us, number obtained on reversing the digits is 594 less than the original number. So how do we get the reverse number? Reverse number equal to, reverse number means, how do we reverse any number? Means the 100 place will go to the units place and the unit place numbers will become the 100 place. Like for example 512. How do we reverse it? 215, 100 place and unit place digits get exchanged. So now units place digits will become a plus b and 100 place digits will become a minus b. These both will exchange. Okay. So reverse number equal to 100 into a minus d. I am just exchanging the unit place in the 100 place numbers. Plus 10a plus 1 into a plus d. That is equal to 111a minus 100d plus d minus 99d. Fine, this is the reverse number. We have said that original number minus 594 is equal to reverse number. This is given to us as the question that the reverse, by reversing the digits, the number is 594 less than the original number. So just put the values of the original number and the reverse number which you found. 111a plus 99d minus 594 is equal to reverse number. 111a minus 99d. This gets cancelled. 99 plus 99. 198d is equal to 594. D is equal to 594 by 198. D equal to 3. D equal to 3 and we already have A equal to 5. So we now need to find the number. So what shall be the original number? Find the digits. Digits equal to A minus D means 5 minus 3, that's equal to 2. A equal to 5. A plus B. 5 plus 3, 8. So what shall be the number? 852. 852. Because we have taken the 100 places 850. So the number is 852. Given that the pth term of an AP is Q and the qth term is P, show that the nth term is P plus Q minus N. So it is given that pth term is Q, given that AP is equal to Q. What is the formula of the pth term? A plus P minus 1D. A plus P minus 1D equal to Q. This we get as the first equation. Next, it is given that qth term is P. AQ is given to us as P, means A plus Q minus 1D equal to P. Fine, this is the second equation. Now what shall we do? We shall subtract the first equation from the second equation. Okay. A plus P minus 1D equal to Q. A plus Q minus 1D equal to P. We will subtract these two equations. This gets cancelled. If I take D common here, then what shall I get? P minus 1 minus Q plus 1 and this side Q minus P. got D as -1. Now we need to find A. So for A, put the value of D in any of these two equations. Okay, to get the value of A. So I am using the first equation to get the value of A. A plus P minus 1D equal to Q. So you have got the value of D as -1, put it as -1 here. A plus P minus 1 into -1 equal to Q. A minus P plus 1 equal to Q. So what, get the value of A. P plus Q minus 1. This we got as A. Now we need to show that the nth term is P plus Q minus 1. So write now the formula for the nth term. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D. Value of A you have obtained and value of D also you have obtained. So put the values there. So nth term you got as P plus Q minus N. We had to prove that only, that the nth term is P plus Q. So now we shall solve few questions related to the sum of an AP. So it is given that sum of 14 terms of an AP is 1505 and its first term is 10. Find its 25th term. So sum of 14 terms is given as 1505.